All right. So for all of you who don't know, a patriot is a person basically who is a defender of his nation, and it's not just about defending your nation as a soldier or as a police officer. I'm talking about those people who are willing to use the little they know or the little they have to make a difference. Those people who are willing to be legacies and not just men and women who came, acquired wealth, made money, built houses and got cars, but those who were able to leave a mark in the sands of time. If you're just tuning in on the program, my name is still Sophie Tarfa. I'll be here with you all the way till 4 o'clock. It's all about patriotism and those men and women around the world. Somewhere just, ordinary people like you and I who are just willing to take that extra step to make a difference. We're talking about people like our president himself, who has turned broadcasting into something completely different. We hear of people broadcasting up and down all over the world, but no one has really heard about human rights radio station. But this is your first ever human rights radio station. That should tell you a lot, that he used his skill as a broadcaster to make a difference, to touch lives, to fight for those who didn't have a voice, to be the voice of the voiceless, basically. So I'm talking to you out there, yes, you listening right now. You can be a patriot. You can make Nigeria different. You can be one of those people that would matter to the developed version of Nigeria in the next 5 to 10 years. We're all talking about change and development. But what are you doing as a graduate, as a politician, as a man, as a woman in Nigeria? What are you doing to make a difference, to leave a mark? How would you be remembered if you're gone? Have you ever sat down to think about how you would be remembered? Time will remember us as something. How do you want to be remembered? Just as a man who owned a car, who had the most beautiful house in his village while other people were wallowing in poverty? How do you want to be remembered? I just want you to ponder on that right now. While we talk about some great Nigerian, some would call them philanthropists, some would call them just people who are into charity, but I want to call them patriot, because these are people who go back home and make a difference. They're not doing it for political propaganda. They're not doing it because they want to, make a name for themselves, but they're doing it because they believe that they were born or educated to make a difference. We'll talk about that part where, your education or your exposure or talent can actually be able to change a lot of things, in Nigeria or in the world in general. Some of the people are people like General Tiwa Anjuma. He goes back to his village. Like, this is something that I've, is not sponsored by him, so don't get me wrong. It's something that, that I've researched about him, asked around, and that he takes care of the medical bills of people who are suffering from river blindness. That's in Taraba State. That's where he's from, in the northeast. He also has a special foundation for supporting primary health and education intervention, which is something he's implemented over the years, and he's been doing it for so many people. It's not about his family members or just his community. He's known, as that kind of person. That's why when you hear about him, people just don't talk about his past. Some people don't even know who he was in the 20 years ago, 30 years ago, but they know him by what he's doing now, and that's how he will be remembered. We're talking about people like Dangote. People say, you don't say Dangote or something, but it's not just because I said it's Dangote and is the one that owns so many industries around. I'm remembering him or talking about him because he's taken his time to go back to communities and support certain challenges that Nigeria has gone through over the years. He's had contributions to flood victims in Nigeria. He's contributed to certain issues in the northeast and other parts of Nigeria. So those are the things that we're looking at for. As you're listening to the radio right now, if there's someone that comes to mind, someone you know personally that has actually used what they have or what they know to impact their community, you can actually call me on 081-8999-1011. I'm still Sophie on Human Rights Radio, and yes, we're an example of that, a typical example of that, where we're defining broadcasting, because this is broadcasting with a difference. We're trying to touch lives and make sure that you are changed, you are better every day you listen to the station. We're talking about listening to us. Before your call comes in, I will be right back.
There's a song that's inside of my soul. It's the one that I've tried to write over and
could be as easy as writing a poem. There's this video poem that was going viral a while back about a lady who talked about being a Nigerian. And when I heard that, I reflected and cried because I was like, wow. She said, we are not just, the most populous nation in Africa. I'm going to get you that poem and play it on the next episode of the show so you can also feel what I felt as a true patriot. So call in on 081-8999-1011. If you haven't done it yet, you can even call me and tell me what you want to do for your people to make a difference. I said, we can all make a difference, right? How can you make a difference? Use what you have. If you're a shoe shiner, why wouldn't you look for people in your community to teach them how to shine shoes? Kids that can't go to school, you can empower them by doing that. If you're a tailor, for instance, and you have a compassion or passion for charity work and you don't have the money to give people, use that to empower people, train people. You can be a legacy. That community will never forget you and what you've done. Because even if you pass on in the next 100, 200 years, your deeds will live after you. And that is what we want. That is the Nigeria Human Rights Radio wants to be a part of. So are you willing to be that part? And what are you willing to do to make that happen? Nigerians, let's rise up and heal the world, because Nigeria is our country, our fatherland, our home, our dream, our future lies in our hands. This is Michael Jackson, who used his talent to heal the world through music.
Think about the generations, they can make it a better place.
89991011. You're on to Human Rights Radio with Sophie Tarifa on the Patriot Show. So, who is that patriot you would like to talk about? Who's that person who's making a difference at their very own capacity? Before we went on the break, I was talking about how you can use your education, you can use your talent to make a difference, to become a legacy, to live beyond your time and be someone who will be remembered and who will be able to touch lives with the little you have. Patriots are mostly known as people who defend their country, who are willing to go the whole 9 yards to fight for their country. But yes, you can help us fight for our nation by using your pen, use your talent, use your skill, your education, your finances, your influence, your affluence to be able to touch lives beyond you and your family. All right, the number still to call is 081-8999-1011. I'm still Sophie Tarifa on Human Rights Radio. We're talking about great people who actually in history have made a difference. Well, so some of those people that history will look back on and those who actually touch lives are people like the designer who started as an ordinary lady, an ordinary designer born of a family of over close to 50 people, over 50 people. She was looking at how she was going to be able to touch lives. She decided to open a special foundation. She decided to start things for the less privileged. I'm talking about none other than Folorunsho Alakija, known as the richest woman in Africa. All right, you'd say, oh yeah, she has money, oh that's why she could do that. But you know you have something. What do you have? Is it your talent? Is it your skill? Is it your resourcefulness? Whatever it is that you can do, you can use it to actually touch lives. So that's what we're trying to inspire. If you know someone out there who you know is doing a good job, we celebrate them on this show. So you can call in. Let's celebrate those people who are touching lives. Like last week I had so many callers talking about our ordinary presidents and what he has been doing. The ordinary president started like every other person. He started like an ordinary president, as you call it. But he has become ordinary and extraordinary at the same time. He has done this to touch so many lives. He needs to come to the office every day, seeing people come in, with their many problems, but he's never frowned in opening his arms to hearing their problems and seeing how he can use the media to help them, to cry for them, to shout on their behalf, to get the attention they need for those issues. So what are you doing? Call in on 081-8999-1011. I would like to take this chance to send a big shout out to someone who is truly making a difference. I'm talking about Nuhu Kwajafa. Nuhu Kwajafa was an ordinary guy, you'd say. First of all, went to school like every other person, but came back and looked back at some of the issues, especially, healthcare and certain people who were born with certain deformities who could not be able to afford surgery. And he decided to use his social network basically to call out to friends and see issues where he could, intervene. But he thought, I don't have the money to do this, but how can I make it happen? That did not even stop him from making a difference. He decided to look for people in the north. There was this case of a young boy this year, Aliu, who was flown to Dubai to do a spinal cord injury. He was run over by this insurgent, that the Boko Haram insurgent actually used a power bike to run over his spinal cord. This boy couldn't walk for 6 months to a year, and so when he heard about him, he went all the way to Maiduguri, gathered this little he had, took him to the hospital there for a checkup. This boy's parents were so poor, they couldn't even afford a scan. So they had to use a local traditional medicine every day to try to reduce the pain for this boy. He would see his friends and his neighbors and the younger ones playing outside. But he was so I'm just so emotional. Like, I don't even have a word for it. I saw the pictures, so as I'm talking, I'm actually imagining and trying to remember how that boy was just lying helpless. Every day he would cry. They would just try the best they could at that point. But when this young man decided to follow up on the case, he went, gathered money, did a fundraiser, did a dinner, and gathered money to pay for this boy who is in a village in Chibok, where they had the Chibok girl stories, and brought this boy to Abuja. From Abuja, they flew him to Dubai, all expenses covered by this young man. And this is just one of the 1,000 other people that he's actually touched, with what he was able to do, and just through networking. So think about it. What can you do to make a difference? Would you be our next Angote? I know every Nigerian will say yes, 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 because you want to have the money. But I mean, would you make that difference when you're given that kind of financial power or given that kind of connection? That is a thought that, you should ponder on a little bit. And if you're there and you're educated, you're home and you can't do anything, think again, there's more that can be done. And that's very level. But I think I have a caller right now. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Exodus.
Exodus. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the Garakai area along Kaduna Road.
Oh, wow. Nice having you on the show. So tell us about someone who you know is truly patriotic.
I want to start with ordinary Ahmed.
Okay, he's not here right now, but you can definitely reach him on Monday.
Okay. But what really makes me to call is a young woman around my area here.
Okay.
She is doing a marvelous work.
Okay. So tell me about her. What's her name?
Her name is Jennifer Ifoko. But her business name is Savi Fashion.
Okay. We're not marketing her fashion business, but tell us what makes her so worth celebrating. Basically, what is she doing for the community?
Yes, I saw her. She stole different bag of bags, traveling bags.
Oh, sir, this is not. You're trying to market a business, please. This is not for that.
What I'm trying to say is there are young people that is teaching me this trade. Because I saw a young girl that is schooling at Kogi State University.
Okay.
So during the strike,
okay,
we pick up this small school to children.
Okay.
I saw in a place about 5 schools to children, but this particular one that is in university, which caught my attention.
Okay.
She do call when she's at school at Kogi State.
Okay,
but
sir.
it's nobody disturbing her parents to get money. But rather, she's the one that is sending credit to this very good woman who taught her to say this back. And she saw at the school, and they are selling at the school.
Wow.
So the woman is doing a
empowering your people.
In our area.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your call. You too, sir. Don't just look at her and admire her. Try to make a difference. What do you do for a living?
I'm a public servant. Okay. I work in a financial institution.
Okay. What did you study?
I studied art and culture.
Arts and culture. Have you tried doing that for young people in the community? Because art can actually get kids off the street. It can give them an alternative of livelihood when they're in school or when they can't afford an education. Have you tried to use it on your spare time? Yes.
Even some the private schools that are at the end of their year,
All right, I think I lost him. But all the same, like I was just saying to our last caller, please remember that if you have studied something in particular and that thing can touch lives in the community, why don't you go ahead and do it? You can charge money for it later, but you can start as a charitable cause. Even if it's kids around your neighborhood, teach them how to act. Start little things that they would enjoy, but that would impact on their lives for the future. So what are you doing to make lives of those around you really, really change? You can be remembered. It doesn't matter how long you live. Some of the greatest people in the world, some of the most greatest prophets in the world even, did not live to be like 100 or 80 even. But in the times that they spent on earth, they were able to make a difference. Let's even talk about ordinary men and women. Talk about people like, Mother Teresa. She was a nun, but she was a nun like none other. She made a difference. She touched lives. She impacted on people. That people of all religions and all races around the world respect and remember her because of her love for humanity. What are you doing for humanity? What are you doing for Nigeria? Ask not what Nigeria can do for you, but what you can do for Nigeria. This is still the Patriot Show with your girl, Sophie Tarifa. And the time is 3:36 p.m. I'll be right back.
This is Human Rights Radio 101.1. Redefining broadcasting.
Entertained. Can my Pharaoh find some way to entertain his queen?
081-899-991011. That's 081-8999-1011. This is still Sophie Tarfa on Human Rights Radio 101.1. The time is 3:43 p.m. and this is the Patriot Show. And this was said about patriotism: a person who regards him or herself as a defender of his nation or his people, who loves, supports, defends the country and his interests with devotion, especially of individual rights, against presumed interference from internal or external factor. That is a true patriot. All right, that's paraphrase actually. Another person once said that it's not unpatriotic to denounce an injustice committed on our behalf. Perhaps is the most patriotic thing we can do. What can you do to make Nigeria better? What are you doing to make a difference? Are you truly a patriot? If you are, call in or tell me about someone you know who is making a difference, because we're celebrating our true Nigerian patriots. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Please, can you reduce the volume of your radio set, ma'am?
No, there is no radio around me here.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, it's a human radio. I heard.
Yes.
So tell me about someone.
Yes, please. I'm very sorry to call at this hour, but there was a doctor that actually came during the family program, and he has his water in the station there.
Yes.
I got his water, so I would like to have his contact. Please, it's actually concerning my mom that is the fish.
Okay, can you come to the station on Monday for inquiries instead? Okay, please come to the station on Monday for inquiries.
I can't hear you, please.
Can you come to the station on Monday for inquiries?
I should call?
To the station on Monday for more inquiries. To find out more, to get the contact, come to the station. Do you understand?
No, please, I don't understand.
I said to get that information that you want, come to the station on
I
Monday.
just need the doctor's contact details or his
I can't give you his contact right now on radio. That's what I'm saying. So you can come to the station for that, or call me after the show. Let's see if I can get you the number. Okay? All right then. All right, this is still Human Rights Radio 101.1, and this is The Patriot with Sophie Tarfa. So wherever you are, if you are listening right now, you're thinking about someone who's doing a great job, who's helping people. I'm not talking about politicians, but yes, even politicians, the ones who are making a difference in their communities. I don't want you telling me stories that we can't verify, but I'm talking about those people who will be remembered on the pages of history as people who are truly patriotic. Are you a patriot? Do you know someone who is making a difference with the little he or she has? Someone who's touching lives, changing communities, making a difference that will last throughout the, throughout history, basically. So who is that person you're thinking about right now? You can call in on 081-899-91011, or basically, let me call it gently so you understand. 081-899-1011. I think I have a caller on the line. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm Stephen from EC2.
Okay.
Abuja.
So do you know anybody who is a patriot?
Huh?
Do you know anybody who is making a difference?
I was listening to the program. That is why I said let me call to confirm about it.
Okay. We're here. So
about the new arena computer system.
okay, that program is over, but you can listen again next week Saturday at that same time.
Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you for calling, though.
Okay.
All right, he was calling about another program, but all the same, you could call in on 081-8999-1011. This is still the Patriot Show, talking about patriotism, about how ordinary men and women around the world are changing history. Rosa Parks only stood in the bus and refused to sit on the back seat, and she changed the pages of history. What are you doing to change Nigeria? Hello? Hello? Okay, I had a caller there, but I think the person was distracted. You can still call in right now and tell me all about that. If you know any man or woman, honorary school teacher who is giving free extramural lessons, someone who is using his or her talent or skills to make a difference. It's as easy as, going back memory lane and thinking of people. Fela will be remembered throughout history because he used his music to advocate for human rights in Nigeria. We have a caller on the line again. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Who am I speaking with? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Favor. How are you? All right, then, Favor, can you tell us about somebody who you know who is truly patriotic?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Can you call me back? I can't hear you too well. Call me back, please. Thank you, Favor. Thanks. All right, the number still remains 081-8999-1011. Are you a patriot? Are you one of those people where if we could like time travel and go to the next 10 years and see Nigerian history, would your name matter? Would you be on the pages of Nigerian history as one of those people who made a difference? Would you be remembered in the next 20, 30, 50, 100 years as someone who touched lives? Think about it. If you've not done it yet, it's never too late as long as you're breathing and you're listening right now. This is a call for you to make a difference. I think I have a caller on the line. Hello? Hello? Yeah, hello? Hello? All right, I lost that call again, but don't worry, you can still call in. I don't know if it's a network issue, but you could call in. You might be that person who can go get through on the radio and talk about what you are doing or what that person you know is doing to make a difference. Hello? Hello? Yeah, hello, who am I speaking with? Okay then, tell me about the patriots you know, Favor.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I can hear you loud and clear. Hello? All right, Favor, if you're ready to call and talk, call me back so that we can allow other people to call in. Okay. I don't know if Favor is radio shy, but I can't hear him too well and he's not talking. But if you're listening right now and you want to call in, call in. The numbers are still 081-8999-1011. Still Sophie on 101.1 Human Rights Radio. Redefining broadcasting every day. It's 3:51 p.m. on your dial. So call in right now and tell me about that man or woman who's making a difference in your community or maybe in another community. It doesn't matter. Let's share that tale. If you are also making a difference, call so we can celebrate you and the great work you're doing. It's all about patriotism. Like I said, ask not what Nigeria can do for you, but what you can do for Nigeria. How will history books remember you? Or will you just be a random number in the census? Just one of the over 180 million people in Nigeria who will come and go without being recognized. What are you doing with what you have? I think I have another caller on the line. Hello? Hello? Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Samuel. I'm calling from Ibadan.
Okay, then. Do you know of anybody who is like, a true patriot?
Yes.
Tell me. Okay.
That is the ordinary president.
Yes.
It's patriotic.
Yes.
If we can have more of Ahmed Isa in Nigeria, I think case is better because it's the voice for Venezuela.
Yes, sir.
People that cannot speak for themselves, Ahmed Isa is trying his best.
Yes, he is.
Hello, are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Yes, he is. He is. Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm letting you talk. Go ahead.
Ahmed Isa is trying.
He is doing the
What
wonderful
he
job.
has been doing, he's trying very, very well. He's trying.
Yes.
May God bless you.
Yeah, amen to that. Amen. Yes, amen to that. Can you hear me? Amen.
I'm not hearing you clearly.
I can hear you clearly, though. I can hear you clearly.
Okay.
All right, sir.
So that's my take on the program.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, thank you so much.
He's trying. I wanted to say that the trying is trying several but I thank God I'm able to get radio 101.
Okay,
I'm
thank you very
grateful
much.
to God.
Okay,
Trying.
thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. All right, we'll be right back with more calls. Don't go anywhere. Hello, who am I speaking with?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Fatima.
You're calling from where?
Fatima.
Okay, so who do you want to talk about? What patriot do you want to celebrate today?
Hi. I want to talk about somebody like
Yes, sir.
Like
yes.
Because fire is fighting for us.
Okay.
For what the man is saying.
You're from Ekiti State? Hello?
Hello?
Are you from Ekiti?
No, I'm from Benin State, but I just hear for the man. I say always
okay.
What the man is saying and what the man is fighting for and what the man is talking.
Yes. Okay, I can barely hear you, but I can barely. You keep on. Look, yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, hello.
Okay. Say something like I'm and the.
Yes, I heard that. Your network is not too strong. It keeps on going back and forth, so people can barely hear you. I'll have to ask you to call me back. But all the same, he said he would want to say a big, thank you to people like the ordinary President Ahmed Issa for the great work he's doing through the media to touch lives of people around Nigeria and around the world. And a big thank you to the governor of Ekiti State. He said that has been doing so well. But that's not an endorsement from us. But I'm just saying that's what he said. But all the same, you can call in right now. We just have a few more minutes before we go. 5 more minutes to the end of the program. It's still Sophie Tarfa on the Patriot Show. We celebrate patriotism and true patriots. Are you a patriot? Are you making a difference? Are you going to matter in the pages of history? Would you be remembered, when people look back memory lane in the next 10, 20 years, will they remember you as someone who touched lives, who was making, a lot of difference on the streets of Madala or Suleja or Maraba, Adamawa, Kano, Enugu, Katina, Abakaliki, Ike in Ekiti State, where else? Lagos, wherever it is in Nigeria, would you be remembered as someone who is making a difference? Forget the money you're making already. Yes, it's good to make money, but what are you doing to be remembered? Money comes and goes, but there's a name that even, the sands of time cannot erase. Would you be that person? Are you willing to be that if you're not that yet? But if you know of someone who is making a difference, you can call in right now. It's still Human Rights Radio, celebrating humanity, celebrating Nigerian patriots, those who are willing to take the bull by the horn and help others fight poverty, help others fight for the true Nigeria we believe in by making a difference, by participating, by putting their hands in that mud and trying to form something out of what we have and what we know as our lovely, lovely nation, Nigeria. All right, that was a caller, but I think it was a flash. But you can call in. Don't flash me, please. Call on 081-8999-1011. Still the Patriots Show with Sophie on your #1 human rights radio station. And the only human rights radio station. That's 101.1 Human Rights Radio, the home of Berkete family and shows like the Prosuma. But right now, I think I have a caller. Hello. Maybe that was another flasher. Please don't flash me. Call me on 081 089991011. And that will be my last call if you are the last. Okay, some lucky person got through. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Reduce the volume of the radio set, please. Reduce the volume.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Fine.
What is your name?
My name is Chibuzo.
Yes, Mr. Chibuzo. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Abuja from David.
Okay, so tell me, who would you describe as a true patriot?
I want to meet Ordinary Dr. Ahmed Isan.
Yes, he's hearing you. He's actually hearing you right now. He's listening.
The man, Dr. Ordinary Ahmed Isan, is the true man of God.
Okay, yes, he is.
He's a man that is working for God.
That's it. That's true.
I pray for him and his family.
Yes, sir.
What he's doing, his name has been written in heaven.
Yes, it has. It has. True.
That's what God wants.
True.
May God increase his able.
Yes, he is.
May God guide him.
Amen.
May God liberate him.
Amen. Amen.
He will be great and great and great and the other side of heaven.
Amen to that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for calling.
Listen for me.
Chibuzo, he's listening to you right now as we speak. He's listening to you right now. All right, thank you so much. All right, we're rounding up the show right now. Thank you so much, Chibuzo, for calling. Don't worry if you didn't get through today. Next week will be more exciting, and I'll be ready for your calls. It's still Sophie Talfa on your radio. The station is still 101 Human Rights Radio, redefining broadcasting. All right, the time is 3. Oh wow, it's 4 o'clock. I'm out of your studio. I'll be back same place, same time tomorrow. Make a difference before next week's show. All right, good night, people.
This is Human Rights Radio 101.1, redefining broadcasting. Have you decided
how to use that food made better money? Now me, Tanda Gidiba, this evening, they tell una say, make una come better to read day. Because our own Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM redefining broadcasting don't bring una this ogbonge cooking show where be say na me una own darling Chef Fatima go dey take una step by step, they train una, they teach una, they also let una know when to eat this, when not to eat this. Go they bring this program for una domot. My auntie, my sister, my brother, you dey out there, you know sabi cook. Your husband know they come home early because you know sabi cook food. Every now and then you go find out for junction, you go find out for joint where they take pepper soup. My sister, if you go follow me for this our fantastic program where we want start now, your problem don't solve because me, I go teach you how to sabi cook food, how to sabi chop better food, how to also use that same food make better money. You be my sister wey go there, you also be about to wed, you want wed, you be amaria, you dey do yanga say you no wan enter kitchen. My sister, the best way to get to a man husband na him stomach first. Oh, forget about any other thing. They say if you fine, make you bath join them so that fine where people say you fine, you go come out well. Now they tell una say make una join me for this our cooking program where we dey do for Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. Make you enjoy this our cooking program where we don't bring for your domot. You go learn a lot at the end of the day. My sister, you go say, hey, cooking will be my hobby. Cooking will be my this. Cooking will be my this. To tell you the truth, cooking is actually fun. Cooking is fantastic. Cooking is Because if you don't start am, you no go like say make you go out of am again. Because as you dey do am na so you dey jolly dey go. You can see now as I dey talk to you, I dey happy because me I know wetin I sabi do well. So join me make you see wetin go happen for this our cooking show. You dey watch us for Facebook, you dey watch us for Twitter, you dey watch us for Instagram, all the social media wey una know, una go dey watch this program for the social media, and also una go just tune to una radio wey be 101.1 FM. My people, may we just take break, go for break now. By the time we come back, una go know say me I don tanda, they arrange, they wait for una, make una enjoy this my cooking show. Una welcome back. Una welcome back. As before we go for break, I just dey talk. I never introduced to una wetin we wan cook this evening. The menu where I get for una this evening, the name na beef and cheese crepes. This beef and chips crepes, you go get batter where we go do for them. You go come get stuffing. Stuffing, you go feel also call stuffing, filling. Where we say you go put inside, make you go with your what? The batter where we want make now, be at the end of the day, where you don't make a be your crepes. And the beef, we need beef and other thing where go with them. So now make una listen to me, make I give una the recipe for this our ogbonge cooking where we want to do this evening. Number one, you go need a half cup of powdered milk. You go come need 1 cup of plain flour, where we they call all-purpose flour. You can need a teaspoon of salt, where you go add inside this your mixture. You can need red bell pepper. You can need again, you need green bell pepper, the green one. The red bell pepper, now the red one, where we they call tatase. And the green bell pepper, now the green one, where we say that they call green pepper. You can need your yellow bell pepper. Also the yellow bell pepper, now that big yellow bell pepper, where we now know. You can need half kilo of minced beef. That is minced meat, but the beef type, because not be chicken that they use here, now beef I want use for this our cooking. You can need 2 tablespoons of corn flour. You can need seasoning. That seasoning, you go just choose the seasoning where you want to use. Your seasoning can be salt. Your seasoning can either be any of your Maggi where you like better pass, where you like pass. Then you can need 1/3 cup of chopped freshly parsley, because we go need parsley here. Parsley get one kind aroma where we say if you use it and cook, oh, you go enjoy that your food like never before. You need also a grated mozzarella cheese. Mozzarella cheese go bind everything where you they do, where you want use do the stuffing. You go bind everything together for you. You need 2 pieces of egg. You can't need variety of spices where you want use this your stuff. You want use do this your stuffing. What I go they use, we say I go use shallot and my white onion. This one I'm good to go with what I don't get so. Now, all these vegetables where I don't mention on top this our cooking, we need to shred them. Not be just shred though. Some you go chop them, some you they shred them, some you they dice them, some we they grate them. Now for your red, yellow and green pepper bell, those ones now shred, we go shred them. You go shred those ones. And for the other one, like the ginger where we put inside, you go grate the ginger. Now grate, you go grate them. For your onion, you go chop your onion. Minced meat, of course, you go use minced meat machine, get that one. Your parsley where you go finally chop now. Finally chop the parsley. Small, you go chop them. You can't join them for waiting, I don't talk already. You keep them aside. Because you need to prepare all these things. And this preparation where they tell you, so everything here now, they call them mise en place. Because you need to get them ready. Is your cooking. Because if you not do your mise en place, if you start cooking, now there you go, they run, say you want to go carry onion chop, you want to go carry tatase chop, you want to go carry this, you want to go carry that. But if you don't do your mise en place, you go see, say the cooking go, they just, they flow, they go. As you they cook, and that one go reduce your cooking time. Because also we need to consider the time where we they spend for kitchen, say we they cook small food. Then you go see, say somebody go enter kitchen, spend lot of hours cooking just a particular recipe. It's not proper in the kitchen, in the cooking industry. You need to save your time. And also, when we can't chop everything like this, keep them for side, you go see, say your cooking will they flow. Now process. In a mixing bowl, I want start with butter first. Because like I don't tell when I say we get butter, I start with the butter. In a mixing bowl, add 1 cup of flour, a teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of baking powder. Then of course,
Your half cup of milk go inside. You can put 2 eggs inside. You go whisk am well well. You can put 1 cup of water. Come mix everything together. You go whisk am well to avoid those lumps wey go dey. You no mix am. If you start am, you go see say your butter go get some lumps inside. So now that lumps I want make you avoid. That is why I say make you mix am well. After you don't finish mixing, go just carry am jejeje, go put for inside fridge. Allow this to make you your butter make you go for 10 minutes before you take am come out. As you carry am come out after 10 minutes, now start the process. For you to start this thing now, you have to get your non-stick frying pan. Without non-stick frying pan, you no go fit do anything. You carry your non-stick frying pan, you on your gas. Now gas you dey use or if na stove or nothing where you fit use cook, where you no fit use this thing. Anything where you fit use, you fit use and do your recipe where they give you so. So you go just on am, carry your non-stick frying pan, just drizzle some oil, just small oil, not too much because if it's too much, your batter where you don't do there, where you dey expect the crepes make it come out, you go see say you go dey break. So you go just put oil for the pan. You can't allow am make it hot. As it don't hot, not too much, you go reduce your flame small so that the fire go dey catch small. You can't put the butter inside. On the fry am, you flatten, you make sure it's spread round the non-stick frying pan. That is the small one. And you can't spread them. You can't give them like 2 minutes because you reduce your heat. You can't give them 2 minutes. If the other side where they the bottom don't dry, you can't use your flip spoon on turn them again. That is your flat spoon where you that one where you use fry egg. If you want fry egg, now you go use on turn them. Chef, you go just carry them up like this, just turn. Then you go also toast that place for like 1 minute because the other side don't done. You just toast them for 1 minute. Come carry them. Come keep for your clean plate. And you go do another one. Now so you go do them saute, you go finish everything where you do. For now, you want make the stuffing. So you go like which I don't tell you now. Don't give you the list of ingredients. Now you need your red pepper bell, green pepper bell, yellow pepper bell. All these things where I don't list, you go slice them. And give them nice look. That's the one where they call julienne cut. Not be julienne cut at the top. You go do medium julienne and you go use this recipe. Your onion, you go give them cubes. You go dice them into cubes. Then of course, your parsley, no forget to now finely chop, you go do that one. Your ginger, you go come grate them. If you like garlic, you go fit add garlic, but me now only ginger I use. Then now process. Because you remember say you get your mice meat, we're still there. You can't get your cheese where you don't grate, keep it aside. Don't forget that cheese because that cheese is very important in that your recipe. Now process. So clean pot. That your pot where you don't wash time. Side. Say you want to use and cook it. On your gas, now put pot on top. Allow the pot make it high. I go now add some vegetable oil, sesame oil. Remember, oil now they already where we say the oil get where if you use and cook aroma alone, you feel say this food where they cook so people like who they cook this food, but so say now you for your house they enjoy that recipe. Now you don't add the oil, allow the don't put your onion inside. After the onion, you go allow small. Always take your time to fry your onion because onion on its own gets its own aroma. Where we say nothing you go feel compare them. After the onion don't fry, come add small garlic. One garlic. One you can go with ginger. Now, after this, you go allow this one to fry small too again. Don't add your minced meat inside. Take your time to saute this meat. Saute where I talk so now turn. for cooking terminologies, it's called turning. You keep turning it. But for cooking, we call and saute, no be turn. Take your time, do this thing where they tell you. You see, say they bring water, so allow the water, make it small. Then small, where we say the meat don't do. Now, your powder milk will still and you go come carry and like 1 tablespoon. Come add 1 tablespoon of corn flour because corn flour is your recipe. Come mix them together. Come add small and mix them. Come like turn into paste. Now you go come turn them inside this mice meat just for it to hold the mice meat to bind it together. Though you still have cheese where we say you go bind them, but you go use paste. When they turn them, add your small, maybe your seasoning. Add little salt to taste, but before you add salt, please, my sister, go until where they cook out there. Try taste time first. Make you see, say whether salt they okay or not. If not, at times, you know, say if your food, say it. If you can't get salt, you go say salt for this. And if you do, you get too salty, nobody will help you chop that food. Now you will cook your food, go follow body, chop everything, and you know go one and down. So your food or add any salt. Now, as you don't add this corn flour and milk where you don't mix together, take your time also. It top. If you let them blend together. Now you go come carry those your vegetable, your green bell pepper, your red bell pepper, your yellow bell pepper, but make sure say your vegetable no dey overcook. You want to see that freshness in that vegetable inside the vegetable. Come add all this vegetable. Your onion still remain. Join body, add the remaining onion. Now you come carry your shallot, add your shallot, add your white onion. If you be the one where like pepper well, please, you go fit add your scotch bonnet. Add your scotch bonnet, now in with the call at. But if you don't like pepper, you can just go with what I just said now. You're still good. Remember, say you still get your red and green jalapenos where you keep aside. With a call and shombo. But for English, for terminology, we call and jalapeno. Get different kind of pepper. As we they follow me, they do this. Now go they get different names. So now as we they go like this, you come just saute them for just like 30 seconds as you don't add this vegetable. And you go come taste waiting you cook. Because tasting is allowed in the kitchen. You know they commit any crime if you taste waiting you don't cook. Now give but not the least item, your cheese. Add. And the cheese where we they use now they call mozzarella cheese. We go be say your stuffing they make and they elastic. So nothing will make your stuffing shake body at all. You go take the way where you keep it and small and for like second you go come down. As we don't reach so now no say we get waiting with all garnishing and presentation, or they call them at times plating. You need to garnish your food because there was a saying, say food will be only mouth you chop food. You go first of all use your nose chop food because as you perceive the aroma, you don't chop and be that. You can't use your eye. That wow way you say, you don't use your eye chop food with that. And last but not least, you can't use your mouth. Chop waiting you don't cook. Chop anyone will cook for you. So use your mouth, chop that food they don't cook for you. So that be say you go use nose chop, you go use eye chop, you can't use your mouth chop. So now we want go break. Then we go come back. As we come back, I'll come show you now how to do this garnishing and what? Presentation. Thank you. Now welcome back. So you don't come back, so remember now how to do plating. That is garnishing and presentation. To get your clean plate, remember they tell you don't ever serve any food in a wet plate. Clean that plate, make sure it's dry. For your presentation, the plate has to be warm. You don't serve hot food, cold plate. Your plate just now. That thing where they put plates, they make them warm. Do am. Don't carry your food. Like now, you go carry that crepes where we don't do. You go flip them. Don't flip them. Go do them like pocket. Do them like pocket. You go come bring this your filling or stuffing where you don't do. Open them. Put them inside. Make you no scatter the body. Just put them Carry all this your vegetable. Take decorate them. Make sure say if fine where present them in a manner and way where we say anybody will see that your food chop. Or even beg you say, sister, how you take do this food? Go come yanga. Because now, sabi how so eat healthy. They could not forget, say, this program, where we bring common at Domot. So, now from our own Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM Abuja. They bring this. Oh, thank you. And I hope, say, una in my program well. Una go like them. If una enjoying the program, I beg, help me tell una neighbor, tell una sister, tell una brother, say something. All right, ready. Today, I go give una healing food. Where we say, food where we dey chop so, now medicine you did to our body too. Not be say to take drugs. Go fit chop food, and it go fit help you go a long way. Today, I go dey talk about carrot. Health experts consider carrot as one of the ultimate health food. Carrots are loaded with nutrients, including vitamins like vitamin A, C, K, and B8, along with pentatonic acid, potassium, iron, copper, and manganese. Most of the health benefit of carrot can be attributed to their health beta-carotene and fiber contents. Top 10 health benefits of carrots. It improves vision, fights cancer, combats cardiovascular diseases, protects the liver, improves oral health, maintains skin health, promote digestive health, prevent stroke, regulate blood sugar, delay aging effect. This one, now some 10 important health benefits of carrot I bring come give una. My people, before you start cooking, starting with the kitchen ethics, you have all this at the back of your start cooking. You remove all your accessories, watches, bangles, rings, except wedding ring, where they allow, say, make any culinary school. Culinary, don't forget to act of. So they will allow you, make you say everything except your wedding ring. And before you start, you need to wash your hand properly, proper. Wash your hand. Make sure say that hand they clean. Because most of the thing you'll be doing in the kitchen, now your hand you go use the one. So for those auntie brother where they keep nails, 10 times, I know say they make we fine well. But please try as much as possible because dirt can hide under your nails, and you go they use and they chop food. We just try cut them short. For the kitchen, say we want thing. And please, your environment need to be clean. Everything where you go use them, make sure say you wash them. Avoid using wet plate to serve your food. You have to take note of that because a lot of people do that mistake. Just wash plate and carry food. Put inside. Chop. It's no good at all. It's no right. That plate is properly dry. And while you are cooking, please make sure you walk and clean. You walk and clean. Don't be saying you go just dey cook. One pile plate, they wait for somebody may come wash them for you. You know they proper. Make sure say you wash your plate as you dey cook your food, you dey clean the environment where we say you dey cook. So now so I go dey bring these tips for una. Small for all the show where I go dey. Thank you. Next time, until next Saturday, I go still come bring una another new package of this cooking show. I go still hang una self well. Bye.